Hey, my friends. Hey, my family. Hey, you got it. Pastor Lawrence Jackson here, and it is Mind Your Business. We are we are into September. Let me tell you something. I'm so excited. This year has really gone by. Mind Your Business started about 3 months ago as a vision for all of us to witness and see the talent and the gifts that we have in our minority communities. So what I noticed was people were having different shows and on our local networks, they were highlighting everybody except a lot of minorities. So my heart went out to our minority business leaders and owners and workers, and not just business owners, those who are achieving in our communities. So that's what we do. We highlight the successes and achievements of people in the minority communities. I want you to know who they are, and I want us to support one another. Y'all listen, I'm Pastor LJ. You know it. And this is Mind Your Business, the Thursday edition. And let me tell you this, I'm excited because September is among us. This is the first Thursday in September, and our September is full, man. Listen, we have some great people for this month of September. Man, you don't want to miss not one Thursday. We're going to have a great time, and don't forget, we're going to have giveaways. I love the giveaways. I love blessing people. A part of Mind Your Business, one of the signature things about Mind Your Business is we give back and we try to bless somebody every week. We do. We do. We try to bless somebody every week. And so it's no different from this today, tonight. We're going to bless somebody tonight. And I love it. You got to tune in. So there's some things you must do. You must share the video. You must share it. You must share it. You must share it. You got to share it in order to be a winner. So I want you to share it because tonight we have a very special guest and we have a great prize for my guest that you do not want to miss. So a part of what we do, we empower, we enlighten, we try to enhance your quality of life by giving you quality people who you can deal with. A lot of times, you guys, people don't know where to go. They have a need, they don't know where to go. They don't know who to turn to. And so in our communities, because we are so blessed with so many people, we want to highlight the successes and achievements of those in our community. All right. So how was your day today? I hope your day was doing good. How was your day today, everybody? I hope that your day was excellent. I pray that you had a great week so far and that you're just being blessed as I know you really are. Listen, a lot of people have thrown 2020 away. I see some posts I read on my social media and they say 2020 is over. I'm done with 2020. I hate 2020. Well, I'm not going to curse 2020 because yes, there have been some trials. Yes, there have been some setbacks, but God is still good to every one of us. And we do thank him for life. We do. We thank him for life. I want you to join me tonight before we get started in praying for all of those who are affected by COVID, who currently have COVID, who've come through COVID. Pray for their families. Join me tonight in praying for these people. Pray for our essential workers. Pray for our hospital staff. Pray for all of those who are involved in bringing the people back to health. All right, let's pray for those families. Secondly, pray for our young people. They're going back to school. It is different. Pray for parents who now have to homeschool, right? Have to get the understanding of how to homeschool, just the gist of it, and learning subjects. Let's be honest, learning subjects to help their children with subjects that they haven't had to do in a long, long time. And this new math is different. Hey, it ain't like when you were in school, you carry the one, right? So now they got this block math and all kind of stuff that you have to really understand. And so pray for parents. Pray for their patience. Pray for their wisdom. Pray for their connection with their kids. Let's do that, okay? We got to pray because we believe in prayer and we never denounce that. This is Mind Your Business, y'all. It is Thursday and I'm super elated to be here. Listen, if you want to be a blessing to people, do it through Mind Your Business. Because whatever you give through Mind Your Business, go right back to the people. I promise you, if we receive it, we give it. Okay? If we receive it, we give it. So thank you for sowing as our Cash App, right? We thank you in advance for taking a moment, going to that Cash App right now and say, hey, let me give to this show because I really like it. I really believe in it. And I don't want you to give to it if you don't believe in it. But if you believe in sowing and giving and blessing others, If you believe that you can be blessed by being a blessing to somebody else, I want you to go to your Cash App now and sow any amount. Okay, 5, 10, 20, 100, whatever you sow, if you give it, we will give it back. The Cash App is before you on the screen. Go to your Cash App during the show and say, hey, Pastor, you know what? I want to help promote this show, because we're trying to keep it down. We are, but we want to keep it professional. And anything that you do professional, it's going to be a cost, right? I'm telling you, anything that you do professionally and do it right, you got to invest something in it. So, having said that, tag your friends and your family and all who you love and say, hey, mind your business is on. And you never know who's going to come on this show, right? You never know who you're going to see, because we are blessed people, and you never know what talented, what gifted, what humble spirited person who may have the keys to your destiny, who may be doing the same thing that you're trying to do, right? And then they can lead you and catapult you into your great future. That's why I love Mind Your Business. Check it out. We're here. It's a dope show. We love it. Hey, check this out too. Honestly, we're laid back. So whether you're on your couch eating popcorn, chilling, whatever, we're laid back. So we're not trying to get you in this zone where you're out of, you say, I'm at home, I just want to chill. Or, hey, it's a laid back show, because I want you to relax. And I want you to learn, and I definitely want you to retain that which you're learning. So a shout out to all of our faithful listeners. A shout out to you tonight. We appreciate you on Mind Your Business. And I promise you, we do not take you for granted, because you could be zooming by, you could be scrolling by anybody's page right now, but you stopped on Mind Your Business. You make it your Thursday night date with us every Thursday. And a shout out to you. A big ups to you tonight, because we appreciate you. You don't have to do that. Honestly, you do not have to do it, and we're grateful. But help me out for a moment. Tag your friends. Call your family members and say, hey, Mind Your Business on. And it's educational, it's empowering, and it can help you. Okay? Tell them, hey, listen, we don't promote junk, and you ain't gonna see no fight videos on here. We're promoting people who are doing great things. And I want to expose the great. I want to expose the gifted. I want to expose those who are doing great in our communities, and I want you to know who they are. I really do. And guess what? You just might be the next guest on Mind Your Business, because you're doing great yourself, and you can make it, and you will overcome whatever's going on in your life. All right. Hey, again, I'm Pastor Lawrence Jackson. I'm senior pastor of Greater Grace Church in Center Point, 309 20th Avenue Northeast. And I'm telling you, man, one of these Sundays, you got to get to our parking lot. COVID got us in the parking lot, but Christ got us alive. All right. COVID got us in the parking lot. We're cool with that. But join us any Sunday. Join me this Sunday, right, at Greater Grace. Just pull up in your car, park in a parking lot, right, and stay there and hear the word of God with us at Greater Grace. We welcome you to Greater Grace, 309 20th Avenue Northeast. That's Birmingham, Alabama, or Center Point, really Center Point, 35215. Join us this Sunday. Honk your horn, let me know you're there, and you heard it on Mind Your Business. I promise you, your life will be blessed. Yeah, listen, tonight I have a very special guest, and his resume is long, because he's been doing great things. His resume is huge, right? But this brother is so accomplished. Oh man, this brother is so accomplished. When I was reading all of the things he was doing, I wanted to say, just goodness gracious, man, how can you do all of this stuff? Well, this brother has achieved in Mind Your Business. He's Mind Your Business worthy. He has achieved great things. He's educated. He's an entrepreneur. Come on, he's innovative. He has achieved great things. And I want you to meet him. For those who don't know him, his name is Mr. Jarvis ESCOTT. He's a marketing guru. He has What's Happening Birmingham. He's all over the place. He's I mean, just to know, he even in college and high school, how active he was, and at UAB, all of the things he's done at UAB, even while being a student, is just so impressive. And I want you to meet tonight Mr. Jarvis ESCOTT. Can we bring Mr. ESCOTT on?
Hey, Pastor Jackson, how's it going?
Man, I'm blessed, man. How are you?
I'm doing great, doing great.
Man, I tell you what, you have something that everybody who's listening needs to know, or many people who are thriving to get there need to know. And when I was reading, I was thinking about how valuable what you do really is, because for any business or inspiring business, marketing is definitely the doorway to success. And without that aspect of a business, it could your failure or your success could hinge upon how you market. I mean, really, whether you make it or whether you don't make it, it's all in this one word called how you market yourself. And I'm telling you, it is what separates. Many people think it's talents, Mr. Escott. They think it's, oh, they're so gifted, or the people I see on TV, they just better than me. That's why they made it. No, it's because they had better marketing skills, better marketing plan, or a better marketing team. And whoever the marketer was got them out there and set them out there in the right place, and they just went from there. I'm telling you, man, what you do is so valuable to me, and I appreciate you. All right, now, I want everybody to know who Jarvis Escott is. Now, Mr. Escott, let me tell you, the Escott name is a popular name in our city. I don't know if are you a part of those Escotts?
Yeah, the ones over in Pratt City. Yeah.
Yes, you listen. Who was Reverend Escott? I used to preach for him. My home church is Antioch Baptist Church in Pratt City, Pastor Quentin Hammonds, and I used to preach for Reverend Escott over in the church over there where they got the senior living now.
Yeah.
Are you? Is that your? Who is he to you?
Well, we all related. We about, you got your second and third cousin somewhere down the line. Yeah, so we all related.
I got you. Well, you are Escott. Escotts are very in politics. They're big in ministry and work, and I appreciate you. But now I meet another Escott who's doing great things, and that is Mr. Jarvis Escott. Tell us about you, Mr. Escott.
Well, like Pastor Jackson, thank you for the opportunity. Since we're on the show, all praise to the Lord and Savior Jesus Christ for having us here tonight to even talk. And in this day and age, we'll say it's always a blessing to be alive, but it's always a blessing to be 6 feet up than 6 feet down, like someone told me a long time ago.
Yes, sir.
I'm a native here of Birmingham, Alabama. I grew up, finished high school from Tarrant High School, went to UAB, graduated UAB back in 2003. While I was at UAB, I was very involved. I was part of student recruiters. I was the student body president. I was student representative to the board of trustees. A lot of people know that is like I actually sat at the table with CEOs and bosses at a young age, around 21. And I also was on the search committee for the UAB president at the time. Wow. So it kept me very busy. So after college, I worked in the banking industry, and I worked for the rental car industry, which is enterprise. So I worked in two industries that people get the most emotional about: the money and the type of car they drive. So while in those two industries, I started branching off doing events around town. And while I was doing events, I was the guy that was always walking around collecting information. Mm-hmm. So I got so very good at that towards the time that a light bulb went off in my head. And I said, well, let me start a newsletter that kind of tells people what's going on in the city. And that's how What's Happening Birmingham came about, which was the website and then the app and also the podcast that I do. So been in business for 12 years, since 2007. Right. I've had my ups, downs. It's kind of interesting. I started my business around the financial crisis. And now I'm entering, we entering another different type of crisis or pandemic. So, but that's just a lesson, like I tell people all the time in business, that you can never predict what's going to happen. You just got to keep going through. So, as far as businesses here in town, I've helped, big businesses, small businesses. It really doesn't matter to me of how much money you spend with me. That never mattered. I want to give you the same amount of great service. So I really have enjoyed, working here in the community and just kind of in where I can to help, all businesses grow here in Birmingham.
This is so awesome. I want to say to you, I guess I'm going to dive into your marketing career in a moment, but I want to hear about what's happening in Birmingham, because I know you do a lot and you inform about what's going on in Birmingham. And so when you look at our city, doing that, when you look at the state of our city, and I know you're not the mayor and all that kind of stuff, but You can't do what you do for that long and not look at the state of our city and be concerned about it. What do you see when you see our city now with the crime and the homicides and everything that's going on?
Well, I mean, it's a direct result of the overall issue that's going on right now, which is the pandemic. You know, the biggest thing I think, which is going to be the untold story after this is all said and done, is the effect on mental health. To individuals, to families, you got people having mental health issues due to losing a job, mental health issues due to people afraid they may catch the virus, mental health issues dealing with the relationships in the family. So that's kind of like a byproduct of everything else that's kind of happening. Now, of course, we deal with businesses. We've seen a lot of businesses that have already kind of shut their doors through this process, through this pandemic, and some that possibly in the months to come may shut their doors. But I always believe in every crisis, presents an opportunity. And I think we're going to see some real great businesses come out from this pandemic. I think a lot of businesses will be actually much better through this than they ever was before. Because a lot of us in business, we got to think about planning, but we really don't plan for certain things. And this is something that was kind of like an unforeseen plan.
Sure. So let me ask you this: what is happening in Birmingham? Many people say there's nothing to do here in the Magic City. Many people complain Birmingham is boring and there's nothing to do here. Doing what's happening in Birmingham, I know you have to beg to differ with that. What is going on in Birmingham?
I mean, right now, I guess the most popular thing I've been promoting for what's happening in Birmingham is where people can go get tested for COVID. So they went from where the party
is that like a tourist attraction now?
Yeah. Where to get tested for COVID, or there's food giveaways several around town. There's actually one tomorrow over at Inslee 5 Points with Dansby's Food that they're giving out food from, I want to say 3 to 6, and you just show up and give free food basket while it lasts. Just different things. My vision now for what's happening in Birmingham is just kind of telling the story of how individuals in the city are making things happen and different events going on to deal with this, with this pandemic. Because I feel like this is a story that people need to tell and kind of highlight individuals.
That's awesome. So now let's talk about your marketing. You're a marketing guru. So I want to talk to some business owners who are listening to us, because, man, to start a business seemed easy and seemed like, hey, I'm gonna just get a name and I'm gonna do this. I want you to tell us about the marketing aspect of it. How important is the marketing, and how can a person with a low budget still have decent marketing in their business?
Well, one thing, like how you said in the beginning, was that you can have a wonderful business, but if nobody knows about it, it defeats the purpose. So you always got to market, and it's always somebody. You can take this to the bank, not betting and gambling. It's somebody every day that doesn't know that you have a business, and that's a great opportunity every day. You just got to go out. Always tell people unless you have a customer, you don't have a business. So it's always a customer for your business. You just go out and find the right customer for your business. But going back to what you said, low budget is, I always tell business owners, it's not about how much money you spend. It's about how you spend it, and really have to do your research first and see what works for you. Like I always tell people, even in the era of social media now, and I don't want to try and get into the weeds, but I always like to kind of break down different examples. But even social media, with internet, there's 3 different ways you promote yourself on the internet. You promote yourself through social media, you promote yourself through those retargeting ads where people, you go to a website, you come back and people kind of check you out. And then of course you can do just placement of ads. But once you realize, I always tell people, like, for example, there's 1 billion people on Facebook and there's 1 billion people on Google and YouTube every day. If your business is not on any of those platforms, or you're not putting consistent content on any of those platforms, you're missing out on your potential customer. So you always got to constantly have your business on these platforms. But the key word is content. more than anything. Content more than followers. Because if you get the content, the followers will come.
Wow. Wow. That makes a lot of sense. So you saying this is not really how much you spend, is how you spend it. So if a person wants to start, and I'm a witness, we started Mind Your Business just because God gave me a vision. But even doing this show, there's some things that go along with it that's called expenses. Is about how much you want to invest in and where you want to go. I get it because it costs to do this show. I know people think you just log on to Facebook and you do this. Well, it can't come out looking like this. It
Oh,
just
I
came
love
out.
it. I love it.
But somebody had to help me with that, and that's costly. My point is, I want you to talk about the marketing aspect of it. Where does a person go starting at point A? Just say they want to open up a business in your expertise. Where do they start from in part A when it comes to marketing?
Well, first thing in marketing, I always tell people, how much money you want to make? What's your revenue goal? If you don't, like a lot of people say, well, I just want to make this, but your revenue goal is your first target. And then from there, I always say like a rule of thumb is kind of like, in ministry, I always say 10%. I always say a good thing to start off with marketing for your marketing budget, anywhere from 10 to 15%.
Okay.
So marketing is kind of like what you put in is what you get out. But even from there, I always say, even if you're doing something, it's almost, think of it like if you turn on a water faucet.
Mm-hmm.
As long as it's dripping, you got water flowing through your business. If you turn off the nozzle, it's much harder to turn it back on. So I always tell business owners, never completely cut out your budget all the way. If you gotta reduce it, that's normal, which we're gonna see a lot of people do because of the pandemic anyway. But don't eliminate it altogether, because once you do that, you almost putting a gun to your business head and killing it. But now is the time to kind of evaluate and kind of see what's working and what's not working, and kind of see who's your customer, because the longer you stay in business, your customer changes, just like their buying habits changes. So you got to be able to adjust and evolve to the changing habits and the trends that your consumers or potential customers are going through.
Well, when you speak to the mentality of our people, especially us as a race, believe it or not, some of the best cooks you'll ever see is in our communities, right? But now we have a restaurant in our community, and we won't market it, or we won't make it professional. And while the food is good, people will go to a place where the food is not so good, so they can get a professional atmosphere. Do you follow what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So when they want to go to a sit-down restaurant, they say, well, this place here, I just saw them on the news, or I saw a commercial where they spent the money. Their food ain't better, but they knew how to market. The mentality of our people sometimes is, I can do it at home. I won't get a business. I won't do it professionally. I'm just going to do it like this. What? How can we change that mentality so that people know that having a marketable business is doable no matter where you start?
Well, I always tell people now with this pandemic, either you want to go hard or go home. Like the businesses that are going to succeed through this crisis and this pandemic are the ones that's willing to pull out all stops. If you're willing to go half in it and half, eventually you're going to keep backtracking. But you can't, before you could get away with this. But this pandemic now is so many different barriers, even in the restaurant industry right now, that like if you don't market your business, they're going to find somewhere else, because they're not going in. And the most interesting thing now is people are actually, I think I read an article a few months ago, people are online more than ever because people are at home.
True.
People doing Zoom meetings. True. So you constantly, and when people are Googling, they're Googling if they're at home, if they haven't bought groceries, they're eating at least 3 or 4 times a day, even if they have kids. So as a restaurant owner, you'll be almost hurting yourself not to advertise. Now let's go in the weeds for a bit. What do people are on, like we're on Facebook right now. Some people make it on Facebook just about every other day. But one thing we know people are always using is Google.
True.
Google is probably the most visited website in the world, other than Facebook, if I had to take a count, and some other sites. The people are always Googling something. I tell any business, especially if you're a brick and mortar business, Google is the place to be because Google has replaced the yellow pages. It is now the internet yellow pages. So if your business is not listed on Google,
Wow.
you first have missed just by everybody.
Wow.
So make sure you get your business listed on Google. It's free. All you gotta do is go to Google My Business, type in your information. They'll send you a card in the mail. Download the Google My Business app so you can see where your traffic's coming from. Go there. Of course, go get a website, of course.
So
Get a website.
let me back up. So if they want to get their business on Google, they need to go to Google My Business, right?
Yes.
And then what do they do from there?
Go from there, just type in and it say sign up or manage your profile. Sign up, all you need is a Google Gmail address, which
Okay.
pretty much everybody has a Gmail anyway if you have an Android phone, or even on the Apple phone, you have that. So once you go there, put in your information, they'll send you your information in the mail. The mistake I think a lot of business owners don't make is they don't constantly update their Google listing with content, like pictures, videos. They don't really, like, one instant way to really get your business to the front is constantly telling your customers, for better or worse, to leave a review. Google reviews, people rely off of those Google reviews a lot, especially if it's like friends and family. So Google is the first place, which is relatively inexpensive to post your business, and you still get free traffic. Now, they do have things you have to pay for as far as like when you type in, if you want to get to the top of the page, which is a whole nother subject. But just a basic entry level, just putting your business on Google My Business.
Okay. So Google My Business, and then you can get your business listed there. And so, and if you're not on Google, you're really missing out, because people, when they come to town, or people who live in town, they're going to Google things. I live here. I've been all my life, and I still Google different places on where I want to eat, places like that, because I'm trying to find different places. So Google My Business. That way you can get your business listed and get some traffic to your business. Let me ask you this, Jarvis, how do you speak to home-based businesses? You know, a lot of home-based businesses have been birthed out of this pandemic. Now, I know that eventually, I do know this, while Facebook is a great thing, I know eventually the health department going to be looking at these home-based businesses and knocking on somebody's door, you know, because when you're serving food and things like that, or alcohol, whatever the case may be, they watch, you know, Big Brother watch, and they're going to check them out. How do you help that person who had to start their Jarvis, but they need to transition to be in line with what the city and the state are calling for, so they can be legit?
The first thing, there's a lot of local resources here in town people can look towards to kind of get their face started. One of them is he's gonna love the shout out I give to him. Bob Dickerson, Birmingham Business Resource Center.
Okay.
Also, Jeremy Duckworth, Weston. He's gonna kill me. Jeremy Duckworth, Western Business Accelerator Program for businesses as well. Jeremy, please kill me. I know I need to say the name all the way, but please Google his name, Jeremy Duckworth, Western Business Alliance, and you'll see he's doing great things here in our community as well.
Jeremy Duckworth, Western Business Alliance. All right, and then Bob Dickerson.
Yeah, Birmingham Business Resource Center. They can take you pretty much from A to Z. You know, how to start your business license, you know, several seminars here in town that kind of get you, you know, the structure that you need. But the first time I tell anybody as well, you can go also to the UPS store. I always tell home-based businesses too, go like UPS store and get you a professional business address, which I don't know, the rates vary a little bit, because you can do Google My Business as well. But if you do Google My Business, it's going to show up, your listing going to be at your house, and you don't want nobody at your house.
Wow.
So you can go to UPS store, and there's several other places. I think another one's called Anytime Mailbox, that you can go and you can get a physical business address.
Wow.
Yeah.
So anytime mailbox or go to the UPS store, get a professional business address. Get your mail and things sent to that address, right? Handle
Mm-hmm.
your business professional and get you a EIN number or
Yeah, EIN number. And also locally in town, a lot of great workspaces doing a lot of great things. Like I'm a member of Forge co-working space here in town, where you can go in. Sometimes you don't want to be in the office. You can go there and do co-working space. You can rent office space for a day, couple of days, conference rooms. Another
wow.
business space called Creed here in town. Black owned. Her name's Danielle Hines. You all Google Danielle Hines Creed. As I keep saying Google throughout all of this, that you can go and get all these great resources here in town.
This is
That
so awesome.
Yeah, that you can go several of these places. And I'm not going to say fake it till you make it. But the thing about it is, it's relatively inexpensive that you don't have to be locked in to a physical. So you can have a home-based business,
Right.
but still have a business address.
Right. So go on to Danielle Hines. I want to get that name out there for our viewers. Danielle Hines with Creed, and she has workspaces.
Yeah, workspaces located down out of the Arthur Shores building, down about Fifth Avenue.
Okay.
Yeah, Fifth Avenue North District, and also Google Forge co-working space. It's in the historic Pizzitz building as well. Those are just examples of several office spaces here in town that you can go and rent by the day or rent, a couple of days a week or whenever, for a membership fee, and you can get that business, experience.
Hey, when you got a good producer, again, professionalism. When you got a good producer like I do, she got the address up already, Jarvis.
Oh, she's moving.
My producer better than yours. So what I'm saying.
Well, she owned it.
Hey, listen, let me tell you something. Creed 63, 1601 Fifth Avenue North. 1601 Fifth Avenue North. And that's if a person want to rent an office space or rent a space for that. And let me tell you something, Jarvis. I've been here all my life. I'm pretty business savvy a little. I didn't even know that kind of thing exists. This is why we do Mind Your Business, because I didn't even know that exists. I wouldn't know how to get in touch with anybody on renting an office for a day. And that's why these shows are crucial to get information out.
Yeah, I mean, it's just, and the thing about it is, like, I'm the type of person that, like you said, teach a person how to fish. Well, there go the lake. There where the fish at. Some people got to hold the hand and take them to the water. Now, of course, you got to still drink, but I'm going to show you where the fish in the water is. So whenever I always tell people, whenever you can call me, I'm always a wealth of knowledge, whether you do business with me or not, or just kind of, because my whole thing is that I believe in life, and it kind of go back, I'm just talking scripture, everything happens in seasons.
Right.
There's a season for everything. In business, it's a season. It's a season for people to do business with you. So if somebody is not your customer today, doesn't mean that they won't be your customer tomorrow. Everything is a season.
So, Jarvis, I want to talk to you about money, because I know that you, because this is a big part of business. This is why a whole lot of people don't do it or fail at it, because they don't have the resources. They want to start. They say, well, my credit is not good. So let me just give you a scenario. So, because this is what we hear. My credit ain't good enough to get a loan. Anybody gonna give me no small business loan? But I really want to start. If I had enough money, I'll do it. Are there resources out there for people who have challenging credit, maybe, or who don't have a whole lot of history behind them, but they want to get a small business loan? Are there resources for those people who want to try to get some money to open up a business?
Yes, there's I got a business loan through Sabre Finance, SABRE Finance. I know your producer's probably gonna Google it. They're locally here. Yeah, they're locally here in town. That's where I got my business loan through. The PPP, a lot of people missed out on that. Business owners, especially some of us that's like one-man shows, we have to start paying ourselves. and taking taxes out of it. Because the businesses that benefit through this PPP, for better or for worse, some of them that didn't really need the money, but they was able to get the money because they had paperwork. So just the basic thing is having, you know, business license, you know, like you said, tax ID number, bank account, you know, locally here in town. That, you know, so another person I want to shout out, Danielle Ridgway. She also has an accounting firm here in town as well. That she's gonna get me. What was the name of the tax company? But just Google Danielle Ridgway Accounting. She has an accounting business here in town too as well that can help small business owners.
Danielle Ridgway.
Yeah.
We got that name down. And also is Sabre is it called Sabre Acceptance?
Sabre Finance.
Sabre Finance. And so if you got your small business loan through there, if you're trying to find a small business loan, then contact Sabre Finance. Sabre Finance, and you should be able to find you some help there for those who are saying, I want a small business loan and I just need to know how to get it. Somebody who's gonna work with me and give me a chance. So
and I forgot the name of Danielle business, Covering Your Assets.
Okay, Covering Your Assets.
All right. Yeah, Covering Your Assets LLC. So definitely, definitely. And her website is coveringyourassets.net.
All right. So and that's an accountant, because these are things, if you're going to start a business, family and friends, these are things you're going to need: a good accountant. You're going to need to know where to get some money. Thank you, producer. Sabre Finance. That's what it's called, Sabre Finance. Thank you so much. You're going to need some money, right? So let me just walk them step by step, Jarvis. You need to get Sabre Finance will help you get some money. You need to get your EIN number. Thank you so much, dear. You need an EIN number. You need to get you an established name. Go by UPS. Get you a professional address. If you don't have one, get you a professional address, UPS, or what you named another one too, Jarvis.
Anytime mailbox.
Anytime mailbox. Get your professional address for your business. Okay. Yeah. You may need some money, so get Sabre Finance, as we mentioned to us, which they're in town. If they can't help you, they'll start you the process on how you can get ready to get a loan, right? And then, of course, you can go see Bob Dickerson to talk about your business plans, and the other gentleman you named.
Jeremy Duckworth. I'm Googling him right now, so
Jeremy Duckworth. Jeremy Duckworth. We're giving you tools that can help you, right? So you can get your business to the place where it needs to be. I want you to succeed. Right? I don't want you to do it half-heartedly. I want you to really succeed in it. And if you want to start a business, that's why Mr. ESCOTT is here to help you start your business and to help you succeed in the future. So I
got it right now. Here, Jeremy, is Western Communities Redevelopment Alliance.
All right, Western Community Redevelopment Alliance. All right.
And he's out in Fairfield. He's out
in Fairfield. Okay, awesome. In Fairfield, Alabama. So you need to get this information, and if you know somebody, get it for them. Write the information down for them. Share it with them. Share the video with them so they can watch it and get the things they need. Because believe it or not, a lot of people just don't know which way to go. They don't know how to start. That's why this show is so important, because you can learn tools that'll change your life and send you to your destiny. And that's what we want to do: give you information. Mr. ESCOTT has done just that tonight, give you valuable information. That's it there, Western Community Redevelopment Alliance. Okay, Jeremy.
I didn't mean to cut you off. It was in my mind. GoDaddy, you can go and buy your domain name for less than probably like 10, 12 bucks.
Yeah.
You get that done as well.
I just did that with my real estate company. You know, I'm doing real estate. I passed a real estate exam, and I'm doing that. And I went to GoDaddy and getting a website created. And also it's very cheap to go to GoDaddy and get your domain name. Get your domain name. My domain name is Fresh Address for You. And that's what we do. Like and so we get you a fresh address. That's what we do. Got a website working on, and getting this real estate company started so that I can, help enhance the quality of life of people to get a house, which for most people don't know is, some people think it's so far fetched, but they're able to do it. And if you start the process, anybody, you can get you a house. You can buy you a house and live the American dream, they call it. But it's possible to do. Many people just don't think it's possible and they never try. You got to give it a chance. So Mr. Escott has been schooling us on how to get this business off the ground, market yourself, how to get the things you need to make sure that you are doing it the right way. Okay. Home-based businesses are, believe it or not, home-based businesses are legal and it's cool to do. You just got to do it the right way. That's all. I mean, you can have a home-based business and succeed and do well, but you still need the EIN. You still need to be professional. You still need all the things you need, and you still may need some money to make your home-based business work. So you just got to capitalize on information. All right, capitalize on information and the things you need. What else you want to tell us, Mr. Escott?
Another thing I thought also get you a Duns and Bradstreet number. It's very important to get you a Duns and Bradstreet number. That way you get registered and it helps you build business credit. Once you build business credit, then it helps you better as far as getting your business loans and everything.
Right. Get you a Duns and Bradstreet. That's your Social Security number for your business, basically.
Yeah.
And you when you have that, you pay your bills as your business, because if you don't pay your bills,
it builds credit over time. Like it feels like it's almost like a credit report history and everything. Right. So definitely get that. And then like a lot of times businesses may not likely give you a business loan, but they might give you a business credit card. So if you get a business credit card and you make payments and you diligently make payments on it over time, that'll help you as far as getting a business loan.
Okay, man, valuable information. Listen, we need Mind Your Business, and we definitely need people in our community who are champions, such as Mr. Jarvis Escott. He's a champion. He's a hero in our community because he's leading people out of bondage. He's leading people to knowledge. And so you can have, the more knowledge you have, the more sense you can make out of the endeavors that you're trying to conquer, and you can conquer them. But you don't want to go into them blindly, and you don't want to go into business without any knowledge at all, or not having studied the route you're going or what you need to do. That's all this is for. Get you a good accountant. Okay, that's one thing we really lack in our community sometimes. Get a good accountant. Get a good accountant so you can give an account for what you have, and so you can sustain yourself for the future, right? You need that with these businesses, I'm telling you, because taxes still got to be paid, and they're still gonna knock on your door as well. And so I'm telling you, you gotta have a good accountant and set yourself up the right way. If not, you're setting yourself up for failure. We don't want you to fail. We don't want any business to fail. We want you to succeed. All right. Well, man, Mr. Jarvis, I'm gonna tell you something, man. You are knowledgeable.
Oh, no, well, all praise to God. I couldn't not made it through. I tell people being in business is a faith walk. It's definitely a faith walk. Because if you're afraid, like people say, I don't need to go to Vegas. I gamble enough having a business. So, you gotta be able to, if you're afraid of taking risks, don't go in business.
That's true. So let me ask you this, because we've talked about everybody else tonight, Jarvis, and you're so kind. You mentioned everybody's name, say they can help you. Let me call them. That's honorable for me to hear you say that, because you promote other businesses as well. But how can they reach you if they need your services? They may say, well, I need Mr. Jarvis to just walk me through. I don't feel like doing all that, but I need a marketing person who can help me walk me through. I know it's going to cost me something, but that's how I have to do it. How can they reach you?
205-538-4508. 205-538-4508. And I also want to do a plug too. I'm also a notary as well. So I'm a mobile notary. You all know, since the pandemic, can't really get in your bank. I notarize everything from mortgage documents, marriage certificates, power of attorney, wills. Give me a call, and mobile notary business. So
mobile notary, okay. He's a mobile notary. He'll come to you.
Yeah, mobile notary. And also I do teach social media classes Monday through Saturday. They're online right now, twice a day, 10 to 11:30 a.m., and also 1 to 2:30 during the week. One thing I guess I want to throw out as far as a giveaway, and I'll let you decide how to divvy it out. I'm gonna do 2 giveaways tonight. One giveaway is for 1 free 90-minute social media class, and the other giveaway is for 1 month of free advertisement, where basically I'll promote you on my website and my email newsletter and my social media channel. So that's value around about $400 to $500. So you pick whoever you may choose out of that to divvy that out. So
all right. So now tell me again what you're giving away, because we getting ready to give it away, and I think we got 2 winners according to my producer already. So tell me what you're giving away now.
1 month of free advertisement on what's happening in Birmingham, which will entail me promoting them on my email newsletter, promoting them on my website, and also me promoting them through my social media channels. And also another giveaway is 1 free 90-minute social media class.
Wow. All right. So the 1 free social media class, 90 minutes. And the winner.
Go ahead.
You go ahead.
Yeah, and then you just let me know whoever the winner is, then we'll work it out and things like that.
All right. And the winner of the 90-minute social media class is Lynn Ray Gandy.
Okay.
Lynn Ray Gandy. Lynn Ray Gandy is the winner of the 90-minute, and it don't matter where you are, where you live. The 90-minute social media class can be taught virtually, right?
Yes, sir.
All right. So the 90-minute and the next prize we have is you're gonna get some free advertisement from What's Happening Birmingham. He's gonna promote you on his in the paper. He's gonna promote you on the website.
On my website, email newsletter, and social media channel.
Email and social. Oh my God, this is a big prize right here. Our producer sent me a name, and I tell you, the winner is Mr. Darrell Jenkins.
Okay.
Mr. Darrell Jenkins, I know him too. That's my boy. He shared that. That's my son. Hey, listen, and he's a good rapper too. It's gonna be good for him because he raps a lot in this city. He put it down too, man. His name Rello, the rapper, and that'll be a great gift for him. Thanks for sharing the video, Darrell Jenkins. You have won yourself some free advertisement. I'll look to see you in What's Happening in Birmingham on your latest hit. He got a latest hit he got out called Anything for a Like.
Okay. Oh wow, I want to hear that one. Anything for a like. Know about that? Yeah.
I would rap it, but I ain't no rap.
Okay.
But man, listen, you are a jewel to our community. You are a jewel to Birmingham, and I don't know what we'd do without you. We needed you on Mind Your Business because the information that you've shared with us tonight has been invaluable. Honestly, I've learned a lot on how to do business stuff. I didn't know a lot of the stuff you're telling me. I didn't know some of it even exists. I have learned tonight. You are a wealth of knowledge, sir, and you deserve to be on Mind Your Business. I do want to get with you on What's Happening in Birmingham and do some stuff in your paper myself with my real estate. I want to get in there and do some pictures and find out what's going to cost me to get in there and on your advertising part of it.
Okay, we definitely talk about it. And thank you again for inviting me on your show. I do podcast interviews as well, so it's very few times people get to interview me. I'm always the interviewer instead of being an interviewee. So thank you for giving me this opportunity.
I'm honored, sir. I'm honored, and I look forward to sharing with you in the things that you're doing relative to advertising and those things of that nature. Thank you again for being on the show.
All right, thank you.
God bless you. Have a great night. God bless you, family. Listen, this has been Mind Your Business, September 3rd. I'm Pastor Lawrence Jackson. Again, I want to say thank you to our faithful viewers who are always on. You made this a part of your every day, every Thursday agenda. You're on with us, and we appreciate you. Listen, we got to grow this thing together. We do. Listen, I need your help. I always want to bless people, right? But I can't bless them without you. So before we go, thank you for sowing. Would you grab your phone, get on your Cash App, and send something to us so we'll have something to give away next week? Right? You see the Cash App before you. Thank you for sowing. Give something so we can bless some people real good next week. I want to bless them real good. We have a wonderful guest next week. I want to say she's an optometrist, I believe. And those of you who have kids or are grown and got issues with your eyes, or you're wondering about your eyes, or need glasses, or you just had a question, I want you to prepare for next Thursday. We have a wonderful optometrist that'll be on with us next week, and it's going to be some awesome learning again on mind your business. God has given us quality people to come on this show and take time to do it. So I need you to make a date with us next Thursday. Don't forget to share. Don't forget to love somebody, and don't forget to forgive. Whatever you do, forgive that person. I know you. I know they hurt you. I know they walked out on you. I know you deserve better. I know they took you to an all-time low. But you will only grow when you let it go. Let me say it again to you. You will only grow when you let it go. You're going to have to forgive that person. Find room in your heart. Find a room. Find space to forgive. It's not affecting them like it's affecting you. And I know it may be tough. And I'm not saying you have to forget. Now, I'm not going to tell you that. I'm not going to say it's just going to go away. But I'm saying it's your responsibility to initiate forgiveness. Do it for you, because you're holding back so many open doors because you're too busy complaining and talking about a closed door. And you're mad about a door that was closed when God is trying to open so many more. Find room in your heart to always walk in forgiveness. God bless y'all tonight. This is Mind Your Business, September 3rd, and I've enjoyed bringing it to you tonight. Thank you to our guest, Mr. Jarvis Escott. Such a wonderful person, so informative and knowledgeable about his craft. Reach out to him, okay? You need to find Mr. Jarvis Escott. If our producer still have the number, and just put it up one more time before we go. I know it's 585 something. I want you to reach out to 538 205 538 4508. That's Mr. Jarvis Escott's number. Call him and ask him, help me get my business off the ground. Help me succeed, because I really got business ideas. I just don't know how to work them. He's the one that's going to help you get to the next level. Jarvis Escott, 205 538 4508. Hey, y'all, this has been Mind Your Business, Thursday, September 3rd. I love you with the love of God. God bless you. Peace.